What are you waiting for? Not rhetorically, genuinely. What are you waiting for? What is that specific condition that you have placed on your own happiness, your own confidence, your own full arrival into the life that you actually want? What are you waiting for? Perhaps it's an I will feel ready when things settle down. I will allow myself to joy after that project is finished. I will finally be enough once I reach that goal. I will step into my full life when everything falls into place. What are you waiting for? I want to tell you something about that waiting room. It is not a transition lounge on the way to your new life, your real life. For many of us, it's become the life itself, that perpetual preparation or the endless rehearsal. It's the performance of working towards something without ever quite allowing ourselves to arrive. That ends today. That ends today. Welcome into the Bespoke Empowerment Series with Everyday Confidence Coaching. I am Katie Graham, intuitive energy healer and confidence coach. This month, we are doing the most electric, the most audacious, and the most transformative work I know how to offer in video format. This is the frequency of becoming. Welcome in. Before we begin, a brief word on who this is for. I create this work for women, but men, don't leave just yet. This work was built to activate the divine feminine. And if you are a man and something in this is calling to you, you are right where you need to be. And most welcome here. We all carry divine feminine and divine masculine energy within. Balancing both sides is the key to a whole and fully lived life. Now let's stop waiting and start becoming. Here's what the frequency of becoming is actually about. The life you desire is not that destination that you have in your mind's eye, that big goal that you have on your vision board. It's actually a frequency. It's a very specific, identifiable, completely accessible vibration that belongs to the woman who already lives that life. The way she breathes, the way she holds herself, the decisions she makes, the choices she brings into her life, the things that she says yes to, the things she does not even consider saying yes to because they're simply not a match for who she is. They are not a match for that vibration she holds. You do not chase that frequency, you tune into it. It's the same way you tune into a radio, not by forcing the signal, but by adjusting until the static clears and the music comes through crisp and clean. That woman, the future her who's already living the life you desire, she's really truly not that far away. She's not on the other side of the goal or the achievement or the cleared inbox or the finally enough moment. She's right here, one frequency shift away. Waiting not for you to arrive, but waiting for you to choose to tune in. Here is your first practice for the month. I call it the delay audit. I want you to write down every area of your life where you have placed a condition on your own joy. Now, I'm not going to lie, when I do this for myself, even recently, I come to realize I have far more conditions on myself than I recognize. So don't beat yourself up on this. This is simply a pure exercise to bring things to the light. So we're going to start by writing down every area of your life where you've placed a condition on your own joy. Every I'll feel confident when, every time I will allow myself to rest after, dot, dot, dot. Every I will finally be enough once, fill in the blank. Write them all down without editing, without judgment, and without beating yourself up. Pause me if you need to. Now, I want you to ask yourself honestly, how long have some of these conditions been in place? Because here's the truth about this waiting room: the condition is not the problem, the waiting room is. Joy is not on the other side of the condition. Joy is available right now, in this body, in this season, in this imperfect and perfectly, completely sufficient present moment. The moment you stop conditioning it on something that keeps moving further and further away the closer you get. The delay habit ends the moment you decide it ends. Are you ready to make that choice? Are you ready to make the decision to stop the delay? This is a practice that you can do every day. It reminds you that you don't have to wait. It reminds you there are no conditions on joy. There are no conditions on happiness. You choose the frequency. To support you in going deeper with this work, I've created a free companion guide for this month for the frequency of becoming. So the frequency of becoming action guide, it gives you the journal questions and the inspired actions to take everything we're exploring today off the screen and into your actual life, just like you would do if you're working with a coach. Now, because inspired action is what moves us in the direction of our dreams, this video opens that door. The guide walks you all the way through it, completely free. The link and the code are in the description. Go grab it now before we go any further. Now, I want to give you the most important concept in this entire month of work. For me, it's the frequency scan. It's something I do every morning. I look to see where my radio is tuned into. So close your eyes for a moment, even just for 30 seconds. Tune into the version of you who is already living the life you desire. Not the fantasy version, the real one. The woman who has simply made peace with herself in the ways you are still working toward. Notice how she breathes. Notice how she holds her shoulders. Notice the quality of ease in her body. Not because her life has no challenges, but because she's stopped fighting herself while navigating those challenges. She's choosing to support herself through life instead of fighting against who she is. I want you to ask yourself honestly, how far away is she really? Because I think you're going to be surprised. That frequency, it's closer than the static has been telling you. And when I say static, I'm talking about the worry, the scarcity, the who do you think you are is not your own voice. It's interference. For those who've worked with me privately, you know I call her your inner mean girl. It's that old programming running on a frequency you have already outgrown. You just haven't tuned out of it yet. Here's what I want you to understand about this static or this inner mean girl. You can see the delay habit completely. You see it, you know it's happening. You can name every condition you've placed on your own joy. You can make a fully conscious decision to step out of that waiting room. The static can still pull you back. That inner mean girl knows which strings to pull. She knows how to get to you. And not because you're not trying. It's these patterns do not just live in your mind. They live in your body. They live in your energy field, in the place where old programming fires automatically before your conscious mind has had a chance to respond. We self-sabotage because of what lives in our cells, in our bodies, and in our subconscious. This is exactly what the quick and dirty healing sessions are designed to reach. So, my quick and dirty sessions are a little bit different than any woo woo sessions you've ever seen. I like for you to get your hands dirty. I like you to work with me. You don't just sit back and relax. You actually pull out your pen, you pull out your paper, and you are doing the work as I'm doing the healing behind the scenes. And this month, I'm offering something I've never offered before because I know it's weird. It's different. You might have never encountered it before, and it can be a little bit scary at first. So, your first quick and dirty energy healing session for this very specific healing is just $1. This is a recorded 10-minute healing experience where we work directly with the energetic roots of the waiting room trap. That body level belief that you have to earn your arrival, that joy is reward for completion, that the frequency of life you desire is something you have to deserve before you can inhabit it. You're going to speak out loud. You're going to write. You're going to release. As you're doing your part, I work energetically to clear the static so the signal of who you are becoming can finally come through cleanly. $1, 10 minutes. The code and the link are in the description. Now, I want to give you the most audacious practice of the month. I call it the Embodied Debut. So choose one day this month, just one, and live it entirely as future her. It can be a work day. It could be a Saturday. It could be the day off. Treat yourself as entirely as the future her. You're not pretending. You're not performing. You're simply practicing. Make every choice and decision from her wisdom rather than your old fears. I want you to hold yourself with her ease rather than your habitual tension and stress. Speak with her confidence rather than your familiar self editing. I know none of us ever self edit. That was my first 45 years of life. I want you to respond to difficulty with her trust rather than your conditional anxiety. How does she start her morning? What does she say yes to? What does she say no to without a second thought? How does she hold herself when something does not go to plan? Live one full day from that frequency. At the end of the day, write down what surprised you most. Because here's what every woman who has done this practice discovers. The most surprising thing is not how different it feels. The most surprising thing is how familiar it is. She's right there beside you the whole time. It's just time to tune in and hear her. I want to close with the thing that matters most. It's the inevitable shift. There is a moment, it arrives differently for every woman, but it always arrives when the world begins to visibly respond to your new frequency. The opportunity you would have dismissed before suddenly feels clearly meant for you. The connection you would have missed reveals itself as exactly the right one. That thing you've been pining after automatically becomes super clear why it's not for you. The idea arrives with a specificity that cannot be coincidence. This is not magic. This is frequency attracting its match. This is what becomes possible when you stop chasing the life you desire and start becoming the woman who already lives it. It's the inevitable shift. It's not coming someday, it's already arriving. It's up to you to have tuned in enough to recognize it when it does. Now, for the woman watching who's felt something shift just now, who recognizes in the depths of her that she is ready for more than a video can hold. It's a woman who wants to do this work rapidly, and deeply, and with full support. I work privately with a small number of women in my transformation sessions, just you and me, one on one, my full intuitive healing gifts working directly with whatever's most alive and most ready in you right now. This is the most transformative work I do. If something in you just said yes before your mind had a chance to argue, trust that completely. The link to inquire is in the description. It would be one of my greatest honors to work with you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Wishing you a most beautiful day and incredible week ahead. We'll see you in the energy.